Welcome everyone. Welcome to the Prowess 8777 Assurance Program demo. And today I'll be talking to all of you, and a little bit I'll try to give you an overview about this program which runs at Prowess, and it is one of the uh, programs which sets an identity or differentiation for Prowess from rest of the competitors in the marketplace. Now, this 8777 assurance program has its specific essence and deliverables, which probably it will be very difficult for me to talk about everything within this uh, I mean time frame, but at least this will give you an overview, an idea about the program. Okay, what this program is all about is to start with. Now, this is a program which is tailor-made, or it's a specialized preparation program which is designed to help candidates achieve a score of 8 or higher in each module of IELTS test, okay, which comprises of listening, reading, writing, speaking. And 8777 is often the, it aligns with the CLB 9 requirement for the Canadian immigration programs. CLB 9 is the mandatory requirement which not only creates a niche for one's, profile niche, but at the same time, this is also something which sets you apart from the crowd or helps you stand out from the immigration crowd, that is rest of the fellow applicants who are there trying for migration and all that. Okay, so this is a very, very mandatory requirement for candidates if they want to have a successful migration to Canada or countries like Australia. Now, this 8777 assurance program, this is applicable for 4 categories of individuals. First, the professionals. Now, this program is aimed in making professionals, or aimed at helping professionals from various backgrounds who wish to work and settle in Canada. This is a program that will help them achieve the CLB 9. Again, as I said, this is a mandatory requirement to qualify for the migration. Express entry applicants, today there are considerable number of people who are sitting there in the express entry and literally not moving forward or not getting any kind of a selection. Many at times consultant must have told you 8777 is a mandatory requirement. That means CLB 9 is a mandatory requirement. If you would definitely get an invitation. So all those people who are waiting or who are there in the express entry pool with a low CRS, this is also applicable to all of them. Needless to say, immigration candidates, people who are planning to migrate to Canada, either in the process or trying to get into the process, it will be applicable to both of them. Efficiency seekers, many at times, IELTS CLB 9 is also something which is very much popular and looked after when a candidate is trying to fetch an opportunity globally. So this is something that the employers also relate to and gauge that you have convincing proficiency in your in English language, which helps you get into the workforce smoothly and also gives you the edge to compete well enough with your fellow applicants. Now, what are the test modules and what are the details of this exam? Now, details of this exams, basically, probably I'll not be able to cover it all up in here, but IELTS test, or the general module, it consists of listening, reading, writing, speaking, and same goes with the academic as well. There are few areas and there are few expectations in each module that the assessor looks after, and based on if you meet the assessor's expectation, then you are somebody who is rated at highest level of language proficiency. So what are those assessors' expectation? What are the parameters that they look at, and what kind of requisites that you will have to fulfill in order to get a CLB 9 is something that probably the scope of discussion has to be out of this demo session. So when we meet one-on-one to all the applicants, to some of the applicants who are undergoing this demo right now, if we happen to meet you in person, that's when we will be able to give you an insight into what goes into the curriculum, what do we teach in our classes, and everything like that. Okay. So so this we reserve for detailed discussion if you happen to start your learning sessions with us. Okay. All right. Now, the classes run between Monday till Friday, and every day you have a class for 1.5 hours each day. And there are three timings for this classes: 8 o'clock in the morning, 2:30 in the afternoon, and night 9 p.m. So you can choose either, or you have flexible timings, and take a time that suits your availability. Um, the mode of education that you have here is live interactive online sessions where you will be connecting through a Zoom environment with your trainers, and they will be able to conduct classes same as it goes into any offline classroom sessions. Only benefit I would say that you get of class formats in this manner is that you really do not have to rush, hustle and bustle, because this is for the professionals, and we know that time is something that definitely is a question mark for all the professionals around. So this gives you enough time to manage your timings and also study comfortably within the comfort of your home. Also, at the same time, this entire curriculum is clubbed with a fully simulated mock room. Now, these are similar, or exams which are conducted in a similar pattern as the IDP would take. Okay, so you would really not feel that you are taking the exam for the first time, because you will have enough of such repetitions inside here. What are, or rather, if the question comes, why should I be training with Prowess for IELTS when there are lot many other providers, and it becomes a very, very confusing thing for you to choose between, okay, why should I be looking at Prowess? So one thing that I can say, if you're looking at Prowess, and if you are looking at this demo, or you are here listening to me, then one thing for sure that I know is you must be looking for a CLB 9 assurance. Somewhere down there should be a requirement that you are looking for CLB 9. So if you want a carrier who without any trial and error can take you to your destination, then that's going to be Prowess and no one else, because for us it's not a commitment but a passion that we follow together as a team. And this is an equal accountability service, or herein basically we offer a money back guarantee also if you're unable to fulfill our commitment of bringing an 8777 for you through strategic learning. And that's the best part of this session, that it is a mutual responsibility and accountability that we establish. So it's not going to be a one-way expectation. It's going to be a two-side expectations, sided expectation that one can have rather. Also, we provide classes in small batches, so you will not be dumped in a session with 30-40 students. You will get a lot of in-person attention, you will have a lot of focus, and you will have a lot of interactive time with your trainers. So learning becomes more and more um, aligned towards achieving a result. Okay, and you will be getting, and at the same time here, all the applicants in under this program who are taking the assurance services, whenever you're getting ready for your exam, and when you have an exam date in hand, then you will have very much in-person focus into our one of the advanced sessions, which we call as score boosters, where basically you will have a lot of in-person attention, and we will ensure that before exam even the small errors, mistakes that you do is covered, and you go with complete understanding of what needs to be done in the exam, and your strengths, weaknesses, everything together gets tackled, and you're absolutely good to go when you're really writing your real-time exam. Fourth, it's a multi-trainer approach, because this is a gap-based learning. When we talk about gap-based learning, it is about focusing on your weak areas 90% of the time and strengthening your strengths 10% of the time, because brushing your strengths is all that you need, and strengthening your weaknesses is something that you should be pro at. So that's what we commit. So herein you have specialized trainer approach. So everybody have different gaps, and minimizing or nullifying your gaps are the trainers specialization, as well as the system driven learning, so where we are accurately able to figure out what we should teach you, and what if taught you will be able to get to that score. So it is very much related to an individual, not a generic kind of a training. So that's the best part. Second, and also fully simulated IELTS mock exams you would have from here. You would have a dedicated relationship manager, somebody who will take care of your classes that you miss, let's say courses that you take, or the sessions that should be lined up for you. So all of it, somebody will be taking care of, for giving you that, that holistic, wholesome approach that you would be getting. And at the same time, the final one, but definitely the most strongest part, is we have proven success stories. And this is something we have got time and again, a lot of appreciation, and also something that we are proud enough to say we are just not a training institute, but rather somebody who trains you to drive your result. Okay, so your result is going to be just not your requirement, but an entire unit's only objective. Um, that's all about why you should be looking at Prowess. Apart from that, there are a few extra benefits also that you would be getting, which is the compensatory classes, which is allowed for missed sessions, one-on-one gap analysis report discussions with specialists post every mock. So when you come for one-on-one discussions with me or my trainers or specialists, you will have a glimpse of this gap analysis report, which is a very, very advanced and specialized report, which helps us learn or know what exactly needs to be taught to you. Okay. And because, as I said, it's just not about finishing some hours, but it is about driving a result. So this becomes an essential element which facilitates that. Okay. Because when you know that everybody can teach, but what you have a requirement is something that, the gap driven system is able to easily identify and then drive your learning in alignment to it. Additional language builder classes, because it's a test of language, so definitely, and we as not native English speakers, so there is something that definitely will have to touch base through. So there is language builder classes which are given, so that your basics, if anything, if there are any kind of an error which got little bit fossilized in you, you're able to get rid of it. Flexible schedule options, we understand that you keep busy, so this is something that we help you with, so that your work and your learning, both of it can run hand in hand. Okay, nothing gets affected because of your prioritization. Personalized study plans, as we said, this course is not about giving you a certain number of hours of training, but about setting a study plan which is directed, or which is based very much aligned towards achieving CLB9 within time. You have extension program, change the current plan, upgrade, and all that. So there are a lot of things that you can also do, like people looking for immigration services, this and that. There are a lot many other services that Prowess gives. So we give you an opportunity to upgrade into other services as well. You have peer support and community. See, learning is always a fun when you have a peer support, when you are motivated, you're working in a group, and you always know that a loner is definitely, fluctuates between with his intent, whether he wants to, with his motivation and all that. But when you're a part of a group, you build a community, you're more and more driven towards your goal faster, and you're guided and all that. Okay, so definitely those benefits, perks of peer learning, peer support is going to keep you on track, and a lot more help you keep or your because the time that you take is definitely something that you will look at. So within those times, staying focused, staying motivated, helping each other, growing with your fellow mates, these are something that will help you. Performance tracking system, of course, there is a performance tracker. As we said, you have fully simulated mock. So mock by mock, you will see that your performance improves. So there is a tracking mechanism which will help you with that. And free consultation for PR or what to do next. So let's say it's for somebody who has achieved CLB9, or somebody, there are various scenarios and situations that you will see. So in those situations, we give you a free consultation on PR, as in what are the best options you can have. And one thing that we will be giving with this course is one free consultation session with our Canadian immigration expert, and another free consultation session with the expert to understand the profile demand in Canada, via domain experts, okay, which is, who are working in here for more than 20 years, and they have an industry experience of huge industry experience, and this total assessment, or rather the discussions and other services at Prowess comes at 3,000, which will be given to you for free. Okay, these will be registered people that you will be talking to. People with professional accreditation will, be available for these kind of meetings that you would have. Okay, now coming to the program, facilitation. So how many months and what kind of prices we charge for it. So our training plans are divided into two. One is an assurance program, another one is a non-assured program. When it comes to assured programs, we have two courses available. One course is for 4 months, another one for 12 months. Non-assured programs is for 1 and 2 months. Okay, now when it comes to the prices part, 4 months and 12 months. When it comes to 4 months, 4 months of instructor-led live classes, you will be getting 120 hours of classroom instruction sessions, 4 fully simulated live mock rooms. Okay, thereafter one-on-one gap analysis report discussion post every mock that you take, 8777 score guarantee in our legal contract with a 30% money back you would be having. And within these 4 months, you'll be allowed to have one break. Okay, that means if you're busy with something else, you can, just go for a break and come back again and resume classes. Another one for 12 months, where you have 12 months of an instructor-led live classroom sessions, 360 hours of classroom sessions, 10 fully simulated mock rooms, 1:1 gap analysis report. You have an 8777 score guarantee here. The refund percentage is higher within the 12 months back, which is 50% money back guarantee you get if you do not achieve an 8777 within the timeline. You are allowed to have 2 breaks in this session, in this course, and you would have 1:1 score booster session in the 12 months package. Okay. Coming to the other one. Okay, hold on. Is the 1 month session and the 2 month session. If you look at the 1 month session, runs for a course duration of 1 month, 30 hours of classroom instruction session you get, and one fully simulated mock you get, and a detailed mock feedback report for all modules are shared with you. Okay, for the 2 month classes, again, the class duration goes for, the total course duration is for 60 hours. You get 2 fully simulated mocks in here, and a detailed mock feedback report for all modules gets shared after every mock that you give. So basically, this is when you have an exam date in hand, and then you want to have a short-term course, you just want to learn and write your exam. That's when you come into it, because these will not really get aligned to assurance. But sometimes, when you want to also, many at times it happens that individuals want to test whether they can actually get adapted to such kind of a study environment. For them also, these courses will be very, very suitable. And the prices, the CLB9 assurance program for 4 months, our regular prices are 29,500, including the 18% GST, which if you book within today, you will be getting at 23,599, including the GST. And if you're opting for the 12 months course, then the regular price for the course is 59,000, which will be available for you at 46,999, inclusive of GST within today. The other program that I just said, that is the 1 month and 12 months program, if you look at, it will be usually the 1 month program is for 11,800, including GST. If you're booking within today, you will be getting it at 8,499, inclusive of GST. The 2 months program, which comes at a cost of 23,600, will be available at 16,999 only for you if it's today. Okay, and just to finish it off with, these are those places we've achieved success with us within the last 2 quarters. Many more success stories you can see on Prowess wall, and that is something we are proud enough to portray and showcase to the world. So this is a very, very passionate zone. If you're really looking for CLB 9 and want to achieve it at one go, then we are the one-stop solution for all of you. So ensure that you reach the respective consultants or okay. All right. So that brings us to the end of this session, and thank you for listening to me patiently. I would look forward to partnering with all of you who is looking for CLB 9. Thank you.